Neuropathy is diabetes. Skin tags is diabetes. Dark skin pigmentation is diabetes. Belly fat, diabetes. High blood pressure is diabetes. All of those are signs of prediabetes, and 80% of us are pre-diabetic. If you don't get it under control in a few years, you will end up as type 2 diabetic. This was me heading towards diabetes, and no one taught me what I'm about to teach you right now. You're going to want to save this video. These are the two most important things that you need to understand. You have a hormone in your body called insulin, and we all have glucose in our bodies. Most of us start our day with breakfast. Bagels, breakfast sandwiches, cereals. Then we have a snack. Think of protein bars, donuts, muffins. Then we have a high carb lunch, like sandwiches, pastas, noodles, or rice. Most of us do this approximately 6 times a day. We're consuming high carb meals too often. Having this high carb diet, our body naturally develops high insulin levels. That is what is called insulin resistance. Also notice that your glucose is still in normal range. However, your insulin levels continue to increase. You've gone to your doctors and your doctors might have said, you're not diabetic. However, they're checking your glucose levels. They're not checking your insulin levels. And these are the symptoms of insulin resistance. Constantly feeling hungry, inability to lose weight, constant cravings for sugar and salty foods, upper abdominal obesity, feeling tired or bloated, especially after meals. You might even be dealing with brain fog, anxiety, and depression. Women may start to experience PCOS symptoms, acne, infertility, hair loss, excess facial hair. Men may start to experience loss of stamina, man boobs, fat accumulation around the waist. That can turn into a hormonal disaster. You could end up struggling with estrogen issues, low thyroid. Now your liver is working overtime, pumping out cholesterol, triglycerides, trying to control all of that glucose. All of a sudden, you've ended up in this vicious cycle. You're wondering, how did you get there? Even with all that chaos happening, you're still not diabetic. Now, this is where the problem comes in, because eventually your insulin just stops working, blood glucose rises, and this is called diabetes. I'm going to show you how to correct your insulin levels in 2 simple steps. Now look at what happens to your insulin levels when you start fasting. It starts to come down over time. And that's because one of the biggest benefits of intermittent fasting is that it starts to correct your insulin resistance. Look at the difference in your blood glucose with apple juice, apple smoothie, and 2 whole apples. The problem here is that the fiber is being removed from our modern foods. The lower the fiber, higher the blood sugar spikes. By simply adding fiber and intermittent fasting into my daily routine, I am literally aging backwards, losing weight, corrected my prediabetes diagnosis, balanced my hormones, my energy is up, and I feel like I'm in my 20s again.